You fucking Jubilee loving knobhead.
I'd want Luna Lovegood to wank me off for that. Are you joking? I did a great gig the other day. I say a great gig. It was fucking horrendous. Just
Bring back Turkey Twizzlers!
This is so pathetic. Are you alright?
I don't think so. Luda, watch out, my outfit's ridiculous. In the club looking so conspicuous. Man's got his tats out. What's going on here? Showing off tattoos? The illustrated man? You going to give the viewers and the listeners a tour of the body of Aaron Wood?
No, absolutely not.
Get your knob out, lad.
No, there's a 10-inch ruler tattooed on that.
Need a magnifying glass to see it. But.
Yeah, man. Yeah, just a bit warm.
Okay.
We've not recorded in 3 weeks,
well,
and that's the energy you come with.
Well, every time I see you with your tattoos out, I'm like, oh yeah, he's got tattoos, because you always just, why'd you keep them hidden so much? What was the point? How much money is on your body?
I would rather not work it out.
Go on, give us an estimate.
It's a lot.
Is it?
Yeah. And I had one lasered because it was dog shit too.
$2 grand, man.
More.
Do you reckon? Yeah,
way more. Yeah. Yeah, but it's done. I've been getting it since I was like 18, and it's done over like.
I didn't expect you to get it in one sitting. Like.
Yeah. They just drugged me, and I was like,
just on a stretcher for 2 weeks. Can't work.
Yeah, man. So I've been getting it since I was 18, and the first one I got was horrendous, and it like terrified me.
What was it?
It was a lion on my forearm, because of course it was, because I'm a straight white man.
No, the mark of a straight white man is a tribal tattoo. So you had something a bit extra, I'd say.
Yeah,
you're not your fucking average straight white man.
But after that, I was just scared to death of going to anyone that would be deemed a bit cheap. You know what I mean? Because I knew it was going to cost me so much to get it.
Did the lion have a Buckeye or something?
He did. I swear to God. I'll try and slide a photo in. I'm not kidding. It had a lazy eye. It had a lazy eye. I'm not fucking kidding. And the guy never got me in to fix it, probably because he couldn't fucking fix it. So yeah, man, I just spent a fucking fortune ever since that. Yeah, it's probably about $5 grand. And if you wanted to give me $5 grand now to get rid of them all, sweet.
Would you actually? Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. But this is the thing that it's obvious that I think, like when you see anyone that's got quite a lot. No, it is, because when you see anyone that's got quite a lot of tattoos, and they're sort of like, I've stopped getting them now because I've got better things to spend money on. But when you tell them what they've actually spent on it, or they tell you, it's an insane amount of money.
But like you said, it's gradual.
It's like 300 quid there, 400 there. It's like, obviously that's still quite a bit of money, and it's still a lot of money. And I wish I fucking had it now.
I hear people saying it's addictive. It's addictive. I can't wait to get. You've just had one. I can't wait to get my next one. Is it like that?
No.
Is it not? No.
But I'm a shit ass. Like every single tattooist that I've been to 3, and every single one of them's like said I'm like the biggest pussy they've ever had.
Really? Yeah.
I passed out twice.
I remember. Yeah, you've actually. I think you've said it on the pod as well.
Yeah, I passed out twice.
I just imagine you proper noodling, like being stood up straight.
No, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I mean, how would I know? I'm asleep.
It's not that bad. That's why the lion's got a Buckeye, lads.
He carried on.
Like that.
Yeah, man. I just to be fair, like the pain's not the worst one I had was on my inner bicep. I had like colour work done, and that was horrendous. But the pain itself isn't like, it's not ideal, and I do hate it. But I didn't pass out because of the pain. I was just fucking knackered and
love the feeling.
Yeah, they're fucking lunatics. Complete and utter lunatics. There's people that like touching kids. It doesn't make it sound. Do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't mean, oh, it's addictive. Yeah, well, I've just compared tattoos with touching kids, haven't I? Liking feeling of tattoos.
What worries me more is that you've compared getting tattoos with touching kids, and you're covered in them. That's what worries me more.
Yeah. So spent a lot, and they weren't worth it.
If you could speak to your past self, would you say, don't bother, lad?
Well, they say you should wait till you're 25.
Yeah.
Because that's when you know if you ever really want them. I think like now I've got them, I don't want them. I'm not. Well, not I don't want them, but I'm not really asked about them.
Yeah.
But if I never got them, I'd always want them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And also, it's just the sort of person I was when I was a bit younger, and the sort of music I was into, and do you know what I mean? Like, you just.
I think I was the same. You know.
Yeah.
I think we liked the same sort of music back then. Like So what you did, I would have fucking loved to have done.
Yeah.
But I had a lesson. Like I learned my lesson early. Because I wanted snake bites, you know, like.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was a proper like mishmash.
Well,
That's what
it's funny you bring this up. Because me and Beth were talking about you while I was away.
Yeah,
we were. Yeah. I asked who the best person she's ever slept with was, and you came up.
Only because I'm cuddly and warm. She never shagged me. Should we just literally?
Yeah, she just said you're like a hot water bottle.
Yeah.
No, she said that apparently you've shown her a photo of Masha Liam.
Oh fuck!
And refused to tell me on the grounds that you may get some slack for it.
Yeah, I actually completely forgot that I showed.
I'm going to need you to send me that photo and I'll slide it in the video around here.
I really don't want to, lad. I don't want to because when I started doing stand-up properly, my brother, I just randomly got like a WhatsApp off my brother and it just said, lad, you need to take that MySpace down if you want to get serious with comedy. And it just all came back to me like, shit, MySpace was a thing.
Do you know what's really funny? Sorry, that like most people, like most comics, like when they start, will probably like delete old racist tweets. So you're just like, no, I was a bit of a gimp.
Yeah. I had a fucking blonde. So I had a blue streak put in my hair.
No,
but the
you didn't.
blue was like a temporary dye and a blonde had to go underneath to make it blue because I'm dark haired.
Didn't.
So the blue washed out within like 2 weeks.
You didn't tell me the details.
I had a blonde streak in my hair, proper like AFI, like emo fringe.
God.
And you've fucking cut my hair. Do you know this fucking cow's lick? The wave, it did not allow for that.
I was a
style of
barber, by the
haircut.
way. I'm not a fucking mental. We're not that broke. That's to give us a trim after the pod.
It was after the sponge bath.
Yeah.
He gave me the little fucking tidy up. Yeah, it was like, but my MySpace was rough. It was all pictures of that taken on a shitty Logitech fucking webcam. And when my brother messaged me that, I was like, shit, I need to delete this. And I couldn't remember the password. I got in touch with MySpace and was like, how do I delete an account? The
password was probably something like, she loves him, not me.
I wasn't poetic. Like, I was the same
fucking
guy.
I'm a creep lyrics.
I was just a tit, yeah. It's probably just the fucking lyrics to a Blink-182 song or something. But I had to send.
Hello there.
That was literally it.
Yeah.
I had to send my passport to MySpace and that to get it deleted, and I did. And I used
your passport.
Yeah, I had to send like a picture of my passport to MySpace to verify that I was Liam.
Oh,
Tuffy.
I thought you just like mailed it to them.
No, I'm not a fucking.
Please, you can have this.
Yeah. But then, yeah, it's been removed. For a while, if you Googled my name, those pictures had come up in images, and I'd sweat. I was like, if I ever get a profile, these are going to embarrass me. So that's a long-winded way of me saying, am I fuck sending them to you so that they can be put on this podcast? I went through too much to erase them from the internet.
I can say with some confidence you will see them within the episode.
Yeah, it's probably going to happen
right now.
Only because I'm committed to you, the watcher and the listener, not this dickhead. I'm looking.
Why are you looking at each individual camera so I've got a fucking cut from each one?
Cut to this as I appeal to the listener, but then I looked at the camera that's focused on you, which makes me look like a fucking idiot because I'm not in that shot.
To the wall.
Yeah.
I'm talking to you and you.
I used to have long hair and a blonde fringe. Because of that like sort of style though, I wanted my ears so my dad is like no to the snake bites, but I wanted my ears pierced, and again he was like, you're gonna regret it as you get older. I was like, fuck you, old man. Got me mate to do it when we were pissed, and to his credit, he smashed it. Like, he put ice cubes on it and he got it bang in the middle on one, fucked up the other. I got it redone professionally, and that hurt more than when I was bladdered with the ice. I mean, I said that as if it was a surprise.
Can I stop you? Because I stopped listening because all I imagined was Ice Cube sitting on the back of your head. Just looking dead angry. Like,
going pussy. Judging me. And then I stretched them, lad. Do you know, like those tunnels?
Yeah. I had that. I've got fucking ears like a cat's arsehole.
How big were yours?
10.
10. Right.
Yeah.
I stretched them to 8. Dead quick.
Yeah, pussy numbers then. You got to put those numbers up.
Well, no, they're not pussy numbers because it's the best thing that happened to me because the slider fell out and they healed completely. So I've just got tiny little hole that you can barely see on these fat boy lobes. But the cheese smell was what put me off.
Yeah,
more
it's horrible, innit? Yeah.
Fucking stinks of cheese. It was minging.
And you forget until you touch it, doesn't it?
And then you're like, but then you have to smell it.
Yeah.
You're like, does it? Did I avoid the cheese smell? No, I fucking didn't. It knocked me sick. Yeah,
it's foul because I'm so clean as well. But I would always, like you say, you forget about it because it's just like trapped in. You don't touch your ears all that often. Yeah. But then like I'd be like with Beth or something, or like an ex or something like that, and then as soon as he'd go near my head, I'd just think of it. Oh my god, do you know what I mean?
Do you still have the cheese stank? Do you? Yeah, you still got Lord Cheesies.
No, what you on about? No. I
was just asking. You got any defensive then?
No, but just when I hadn't, like, obviously I'd know they were going like towards my neck or something, and I'd be like, oh no, here we go.
Please don't smell the ched.
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't want to talk about any of that anyway, because I've got a bone to pick with you. Who gets COVID now?
Me, apparently.
That's so fucking embarrassing.
I know, lad. It's like fucking. It's the equivalent of only just found out about Netflix, innit? I feel like
mate, I've spent the whole week cringing. It's like dying of chicken pox. I don't even think I'd grieve you. So embarrassing. Who has COVID now?
And I'm fully fucking vaxxed and shit. And it wasn't like, don't get me wrong, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't a walk in the park either. Like, I thought of.
I mean, that's tough for you.
I've still got the cough, lad.
We're back.
I've still got the cough. I've still got the cough, so expect that to happen. No, I thought it would be. I thought I'd just shrug it off after the vaccine. I got sick off each jab as well. First jab I was fine. Second jab I was fucked. First jab I was fucked. I was like, at least I'm protected. Fucking was I fuck. When I was in London, I remember we were on Westminster Bridge and there was fucking so many people. It was a glorious day. Like, the sun was out. Everyone was like, it was in the touristy areas, Joe fucking Big Ben and that. And I just remember seeing so many people and thinking, if I don't get COVID here, I'm never getting it. And that was it. It was just one thought. And on the last day, Rebecca was like, oh, I'm fucking annoyed about it. Because I'm paranoid and anxious. So the whole pandemic, the whole time, just in life, yeah, I'm fucking right now, yeah. What are you thinking about me, lad? No, I'm just like, I get paranoid about illnesses and stuff. Like, I did fucking biomedical sciences in uni, so learning about that sort of thing, as what I learned was, when things get worse, when things are as bad as they can be, it's because everyone presumed everything was fine, and that's just fucked me up, because I just always go to the worst case scenario. So when it was the height of the pandemic and all the bullshit,
sounds really healthy.
Yeah, it's not at all. I mean, I'm not as bad so much now, but in the pandemic, you know, I didn't have me fucking outlet as stand up. I was in the house all the time. The news is like telling us it's that bad. I was just like literally the fucking hand sanitizer king. I was a little wet wipe me. I was a pussy all about it.
I've seen you like pull up to gigs with your little fucking
I'm still the
strawberry
fucking not anymore, lad. I'm licking every finger. Fucking I've survived. No, I'm not really. I'm still a pussy and I will still sanitize. No, but I was really, really bad in the height of the pandemic. And every little sniffle, or it was fucking spring, I've got hay fever, my eyes would be puffy, I'd be like, Beck, I think I've got COVID, and she'd be like, stop being dramatic, you're being a pussy, and she was always right, okay? Mm-hmm. She starts feeling a bit sick on this trip, and she's going, I think I might have COVID. I'm like, you've barely coughed all day, what are you on about? And she's like, oh, I just don't feel right. I'm like, you're walking around fucking the Forbidden Forest in Harry Potter having a boss time, you couldn't possibly be ill.
What?
Forbidden Forest, Harry Potter.
You went to see Harry Potter?
No, we went to the studio tour, Harry Potter studio tour. Yeah, it was sick. Okay. But yeah, and Rebecca was fucking spreading COVID around. I'm sure she'll appreciate me saying this, but she was spreading fucking COVID around Harry Potter land like the best of the business, mate. She, unbeknownst to her, and we get home and she does a test and she's going, there's 2 lines already, and I'm like, oh, you're being dramatic, give it time to develop. I look at the test and there's literally 2 of the fattest lines I've ever seen on a fucking lateral flow, and I was still in denial going, give it 25 minutes, baby, it'll be sound. It'll be sound. And yeah, lad, so I start getting the symptoms the next day. You know, we both tested positive, and it was fucking going from a lovely little holiday together and then being trapped in the same bastarding room for the best part of a week, because we tried to save Beck's mum and dad from it.
It's quite funny, really, because you went to see Harry Potter there, and when Harry gets home, he's trapped in a room.
Yeah, I was in the fucking cupboard under the stairs, mate. Yeah, it was fucking... That was the worst part of it, just being fucking...
What, Harry Potter?
Stuck in. No, fucking... Sorry. I feel like you're trying to direct me to talk about Harry Potter.
I just can't really... How old are you? I'm just, like I say, you say something and I stop listening and it's all I can focus on is a very specific
It's not
thing.
very good for a podcast, is it? As soon as I start talking, you shut off.
No. I listen in deep to everything you say, and then you'll say something, and I'm like...
So the whole time, as soon as I said the Forbidden Forest, for the past like 2 minutes, you've been going... Dun, 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 dun,
I like to think that all the listeners have gone,
dun, dun.
Aaron, pull him up on going seeing Harry Potter as a 31-year-old man. Go on.
Everyone loves Harry Potter. You're chatting absolute shit.
I do quite
I
like
it. I didn't just go to the studio tour. I went to see the play. That's why we went to London. I went to go
went to see the Harry Potter play.
Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. Yeah, it was. I don't know how to do the chef's kiss, so that's what I did instead.
Okay.
Très magnifique. Yeah,
was it really?
Brilliant. Yeah, really enjoyed it. Yeah, magic and ting on stage. Like real magic. They were
real magic.
They were shooting fire out of wands and shit, lad. People were vanishing and stuff. Yeah, it was sick. Yeah, David Blaine shit. No, it was boss. Honestly, go. It's not cheap, but go. It was boss. We had boss seats. Mate, it is not cheap. It is not cheap.
Don't make me feel sad. Was it half the cost of my tattoos?
Full disclosure, we this was our Christmas present to each other, so we didn't buy anything for Christmas. We both just bought tickets for this.
Oh my god!
Because it's 2 shows, so it's 4 tickets, and each ticket was 100 quid. So it was 400 quid.
Are you fucking messing?
To sit in a theatre all day.
£400.
Yeah.
To sit.
Yeah.
I'd want Luna Lovegood to wank me off for that. Are you joking? £400.
She's not even in the play.
Yeah, she's under my seat.
Luna Lovegood of all characters, she's not all there in the end. You're predator.
She'd have to not be all there to want to do it.
Because Hermione would at least have the sense to say, I don't think this is a good idea, Aaron.
Luna Lovegood's a funnier word to say, though, isn't it? But are you serious? £400?
Yeah, 400 of the Queen's English, yeah. It was good, though. It was boss. I would genuinely say it was worth it. It was great, yeah.
You're a fucking lunatic, you are.
Well, you haven't seen the play, so it's easy for you to make that assumption, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mate, you would love it.
Would I?
I don't know.
How was your holiday, though? Was it good?
Other than the fact we came back with the fucking Rona, lad. Yeah, it was good. I just walked too much. You know what you're saying about me not being able to hack a walk in the park? The entire holiday was walking. Me and Rebecca live with their fucking mum and dad, so we were like, a few days in a hotel, it'll be romantic. Mate, was it fuck romantic? It was like, fucking, I'm getting a donut on the way home because I'm hungry, I'm tired, and I'm just going to sleep. It was a fucking travel lodge. It's not exactly fucking...
But it was still like 400 quid a night as well.
It was...
London makes me feel sad inside.
4 nights was just as expensive as the Harry Potter tickets. So that's, 400 quid for a travel lodge. It was in Covent Garden. It was a good location, but it was still just a travel lodge, which didn't matter. You know, it was the bed and the shower, and we were just literally sleeping there and waking up there. We were out all day. This thing about the travel lodge I thought was... have you ever seen, do you ever watch much like prison documentaries and that?
I've watched like 60 Days In. I think we've talked about that. I've
seen like Jailbirds on Netflix,
No.
which is like a female correctional facility.
No.
It's this one blew my mind because it's a tower, this Jailbirds, and it is relevant to the travel lodge. It's a tower, and because it's built as a tower, the plumbing, all the toilets are kind of like in line with each other, and even though the documentary is women, there's like men on the other floors, and what they do is they empty out all the water from the toilet, and they pass love letters on string down the toilet, down the shit pipes, and pass messages and speak to each other like it's a phone and have proper romances on the go, yeah. I go for a shit in the travel lodge. I'm sat there having a shit, and I genuinely hear like an echoey, deep man's voice go, "You look so beautiful, you know." And I'm like, shitting myself. I'm like, what the fuck? Who's got a camera in here? This isn't an Airbnb. We're like, what's going on? And it was a fella, obviously in the shower, or his missus must have been in the shower or something, like below me or above me. No, would have been below, wouldn't it? 'Cause it's coming out there, trying to get his end away. He must have been trying to get his end away, but it didn't go on for long. And I'm just thinking, like, I didn't really.
How long would you say it went on?
Not like literally. All I heard was
if you
him
had to put it into numbers.
All I heard was him say, "You look so beautiful." You know, I didn't hear a response. So, you know, he's obviously trying to make a move on her.
It's a dead body.
What?
Dead body. You look so beautiful and lifeless. Dead body.
What I think actually killed the mood is I was having a shit one eye. So if I could hear them, I'm pretty sure.
I feel like I'd hear you on another floor like on the opposite side of the hotel.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I powerful farts me before a show.
But I bet what didn't help was he said you look so beautiful and you went, thank you.
Nice one, fella.
Oh, fucking hell. It sounds like you had a good time, though. I had an equally good time. I didn't see Harry Potter.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
You don't care?
No,
Why
I
not?
don't give a shit. Talk about me more. Harry Potter was boss, yeah.
Were you not done?
No, I am done.
Oh, okay, good. Whew, okay, good to be back.
Went to London, didn't get any souvenirs, came back with COVID, was fucked for a week, now I'm here. Any other questions?
No.
Okay.
No, I had a good time. I had a good time in Tenerife. That was really cool.
Smell a queef?
Huh? No. Stop it. No, I had a really good time. Spent an absolute fucking fortune. We did that thing where we went over and we're like, we're going to spend this much money. And then we'd been there about 4 hours and we'd spent that much money.
Yeah, you just went,
so
fuck
we
it.
just, yeah, so we were sat there over a cocktail just going, shall we just like fuck it off? Anyway, bills are coming out tomorrow.
No, they're not.
Ours aren't. But yeah, man, it was such a good time. Such a good time. It just like, we went on a few nights out and stuff and it was just like, we're past it now. 25 and 23, and you wouldn't think it, but like we're just.
No, I do.
Like,
I've lived it.
Yeah, like everyone's just so fucking young. Like we were still buzzing, we were still happy to go out, but everyone around us is so fucking young, and it just like everyone had braces.
Really? Yeah.
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 I mean, we probably should have stopped drinking at the nursery, but shit joke. But no, like, everyone just had like braces and stuff, and they just all sat around, and it was just like we were sat there one night, and there was this couple next to us, and they were just staring at each other, like with nothing to say, just blank expressions on their faces, right? And we were just sat there, me and Beth going, that's their first relationship, and it's their first holiday since they got in that relationship. And you can just tell a mile off because they've nothing to say to each other and they're panicking. Do you know what I mean? Like if you go out with Beck, you can sit there for an hour, not even say a word, but you're just enjoying each other's company. They were sat there like, you could see it on it. But at the end, I just said to him, I was like, Alan, you guys been here? Just started a conversation. And you should have seen the delight on their face that they had someone to talk to. They were like, 4 days?
Someone I don't hate.
Yeah, man, it was just so fucking weird. And then we went, obviously it was in Tenerife, so it was on like the Last American Strip where all the bars are and stuff. And we went back there a couple of nights later and we were like, we're just going to go into like one of the nicer bars and just have a few drinks there.
So were you not playing bingo on that in the hotel?
No, the fucking
Put
the
your hands up
entertainment in the hotel was
Put your hands
dire.
up, was it? Yeah.
Just horrendous, mate. Just the worst fucking thing you've ever seen in your life. It's
Did
so
you not get
bad.
involved? Because that's the more your age bracket, that. I'm being serious. It's like the reason why you were surrounded by the younguns.
No,
is you're
everyone
trying
was
to be
just so fucking old.
Yeah,
Everyone
exactly.
was so old. Like
Yeah.
no, but like too old. Like nearly dead old. Like 40. Like it's just so old.
like fucking long distance photos of that nana would prove the existence of Bigfoot. Like that level of like leathery skin.
Yeah. Horrible. But yeah, man, so we went out into like this bar on the strip that was dead nice and he had some live music on. And there was some guy, right? So he'd been playing like some like nice songs, like he put like Ed Sheeran on and stuff. Like it was obviously like, you know, just sort of songs that were a little bit poppy, but like, you know.
Everybody said we'd be together forever, I know, but I never want to settle down.
Yeah, not that one. But yeah, he just sort of had like out of nowhere, he just starts playing Plan B. There was like this audible like oh, what's happening here? Right? And he starts playing
Defamation of Strickland Banks. We talking that era Plan B?
What's it called? The one where he's like in jail.
Yeah, that's that. It's a concept album. That.
Yeah. So okay, cool.
It tells the story of a court case.
Right. Sounds
Strickland Banks in it.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, sound. I've no idea what you're about to be honest. I just know the song at face value.
Be cool. You don't know grime.
No. Anyway, point being, he'd been playing like Ed Sheeran and the Killers and stuff like that, and then out of nowhere, like Plan B comes on, and you can just feel everyone stop and go like,
"What decade are we in?"
Yeah, like what's happening here? What's he about to do? And we got closer to like the rap bit of that song that we were just talking about. And everyone's just like getting a bit more, like, everyone's just watching him, like waiting for it. And then out of nowhere, the guy that's got to try and get you into each bar.
Giving out the cards and the leaflets and that, yeah.
Yeah, like the ones that's like, oh, fucking hell, if you come in here, you get a free shot and all that sort of. Like, it was sort of this like Jack the Lad. He was a proper peen. Like me and Beth were looking at him going, he's a fucking dweeb him. out of nowhere, it gets to the rap bit. He just comes bounding into the fucking bar, grabs the mic, and he's like, I was up in the courts pleading my case in the witness. And everyone was just like, the room erupts. Like, it was going off, mate.
Fucking Plan C just comes popping in.
Mate, it was the maddest thing. And honestly,
I would have loved to have seen the moments before that. He knows it's coming. So he's still outside,
that's it.
having a word with himself like it's before a gig. So,
yeah.
Oh, come on, you can do this. You know the words. You've done it in the bedroom, mirror 1,000 times.
Like every new act before a first gig.
Yeah.
But he nailed it.
Did he?
Absolutely nailed it, yeah.
Learn a new song, though. You know what I mean? Learn a new song.
Yeah.
How long have they been pulling that little
Well,
track
that's
for?
it, yeah. It's probably been quite some time. What would your go-to song be?
Mine.
Like,
if I've got a rap.
Yeah.
Wait,
Like, you've got a song, it's your moment. You're working at a shit bar in Tenerife, and the live music guy's on. He's put a song on, it's your song. What's that song?
I'd be too scared. If I picked it like a proper rap song that I like, I'd be too scared of getting too comfortable and accidentally dropping the M-bomb. So I'm just gonna go for I could do Usher, Ludacris. Yeah, that's a good one. Cause she's all up in my head now. Yeah. Do you want me to do the Ludacris rap?
Yeah.
I'll do it. Yeah.
I don't know which bit you mean.
You don't know?
Tell me.
Yo, you fucking bullshit. I need you to Little John me. You gotta leave me in. You're gonna be Little John.
What does he do?
Says you had a lot. Song's called You Had It.
Yeah.
So, Luda, watch out, my outfit's ridiculous. In the club looking so conspicuous. Why these women all on the prowl? If you hold your head steady, I'ma milk the cow. Now forget about game, I'ma spit the truth. I won't stop till I get them in their birthday suits. Give me the rhythm and I'll be off with their clothes. You bend over to the front and touch your toes. I left the jag and I took the rolls. If I ain't cut it, I got it wrong. If they ain't cut it, then I put them on foot patrol. Wow, how'd you like me now when my pinky's valued over 300,000? Next step, you the one to please. Ludacris fill cups like double D's. Something about a lady in the street in the bed.
The uptake in tempo really.
Now give me the river and I'll be off there. What's yours?
I honestly didn't have you expected to have an answer prepared. I thought I was going to put you on the spot. You were just like, yeah, no, I've been waiting for you to ask.
It's probably embarrassing how many rap songs I could do that for, but there's always a cut-off point. There's a point like then. There's always a point where I'm just reminded that I don't have
I'm
skills.
like that with like the fast bit of Godzilla or by Eminem. Like I can nail it for like 6 seconds.
Do we?
I can't remember how it starts.
I don't think I've heard Godzilla.
I can't remember how it starts. But the point is when it's on in the car, I'll absolutely nail the fast bit.
Yeah.
Up until like what you just said, like a
80 on the motorway.
yeah, just fucking grabbing at the face.
So I saw like loads of your fucking. I was just jealous of your holiday, man. Obviously, I had a boss time in London, but it was like it's a city break. It's not as if I saw anything different. In fact, one thing that fucking blew me. Do you know that expression? You're only ever 6 feet away from a rat at any given time.
Yeah, I thought it was a spider though.
Well, I don't know whether it's true. I've always heard rat, but it probably could be a spider. In London, you're always 6 feet away from a fucking Pret. Have you been to London? Mate, the amount of Pret-a-manger or whatever the fuck you call it is unreal. It will literally be like Pret, 2 paces, Pret, 2 paces, Pret. They're everywhere to the point where I had to look it up. I was like, am I in a fucking other dimension here? Who eats a Pret? Have you ever met anyone who's ate a Pret? I've never been in my life.
Yeah, no. Oh yeah. Okay. So when I was a bit younger, I was like 17, and I went on a date with this dead posh girl.
Exactly. That's the key word, isn't it?
Yeah. And it was like in the day, and we were 17. We didn't really do anything in particular. 16, 17, whatever we were. And we didn't really do loads. But we went around Manchester, and I went to McDonald's, and there was a Pret next door, and she went in and got sushi.
Fucking idiot.
Then we never went out again. She was from a dead fucking posh part of Manchester.
Yeah.
And
you can get a double Chesney down here for £1.79. What are you fucking playing at?
We're not gonna.
Why are you paying £4 for the Coronation Chicken baguette? You fucking Jubilee loving knobhead.
You've said you've made too many Coronation Street references in one sentence.
No, Coronation Chicken?
You said Coronation Chicken and Ches.
Oh, Chesney.
I just you say things and I just switch off. I'm like, oh, he's talking about the Rovers.
I just called cheese that. I never thought of like the character, the famous character Chesney.
Yeah.
But I had to look it up, the Pret thing, and genuinely there's 460 Prets in the UK. 324 of them are in London. What the fuck?
You sound like you had a really fucking interesting holiday.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. So that's what I mean.
That's next to him, Pret.
I digressed. I digressed. That was the point I wanted to bring up. This was my experience. I went for breakfast in a place called the fucking Attendant. I went for breakfast in a place called the Attendant that was in an old Victorian toilet, thinking, oh, it'll be dead quirky. It was literally a bog and a shithole. It was horrible. It was horrible. It was grim. I didn't know what I thought it'd be. I thought it'd be like an Instagrammable moment. I was like, this is shite, and the fucking Eggs Benedict sucks. I'm not coming back here. You were on fucking glorious beaches. I'm seeing sun. I'm seeing clear blue water. I'm seeing fucking sky shit. What was the sky shit you did? You were up in the
sky shit.
Man was up in the sky.
Oh yeah, we brought the dodgy box into the hotel room. Yeah, did parasailing. That was cool. You done?
COVID, lad.
Okay, yeah, good stuff. You don't have it now, do you?
No, I'm not contagious anymore, but I'm still. That's what I'm still fucked. How pathetic is that? Yeah. I still don't feel 100%. Jesus.
Have you ever felt 100% like recently?
No.
Can you? There's probably a specific day you last felt 100%. Yeah. Probably the same day that Luda song came out.
You've made me feel sad now. My health anxiety is kicking off because I'm like, you know what? He's probably right. There's an underlying issue. Yeah. You were fucking sailing in the sky and that. What was that all about?
I mean, to be fair, the holiday started off like better than any other holiday I've ever had. Like I've future holidays have been changed for me. Okay. Have you ever done an airport lounge?
Très magnifique. That's the second time. I don't know why I'm saying that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Second time I've said it.
I went to Spain as well, not France.
Well, fucking get a bit of culture, lad. Pret-a-manger, that's French as well.
Yeah, heavy on the French references.
It is an absolute. I mean, I only went because I got it included in the package. It was free, but it was unbelievable, and I would book one.
Yeah, I did the same. I wasn't paying for an airport lounge, but oh my, I was in Terminal 3. Manchester Airport, Terminal 3. If you've been to Terminal 3, you'll know it's not a good one, as opposed to all the other terminals that are dead good. But yeah, man, just fucking horrible. But got the airport lounge.
Who were you flying with?
Up. Huh?
Who were you flying with?
Beth.
No, I meant like the fucking, oh God. I'm pretty sure that's a callback. Is that a callback to a pre?
Yeah.
Go on.
Are you all right?
I feel like you ever see that old those old Tetley teas.
Have you got water?
Yeah, I'm like Joe.
You're making me sad.
Water.
Yeah, just a fucking airport lounge, man. I had so many sausages.
Yeah.
So many sausages.
Do you do that in any buffet? Because but you feel like you've been cheated if you don't have more than what you'd usually have, don't you?
Yeah, it was like 19 quid, and Beth like doesn't really drink much. I don't drink loads either, to be fair, but when it's fucking free.
Yeah.
Like, I've paid for it and it's bottomless.
Oh, bevies. Yeah. Bevies were included as well.
Yeah. But you can only get singles. So I got 5.
Yeah, I mean, that's fucking...
each time. Like,
of course you did. It's just maths, isn't it?
And that Beth would have like one sparkling wine. I'm like, you're not getting your money's worth.
You're not doing it properly though, are you? Unless you've actively tried to spend that 19 quid. It wasn't worth it at all. Yeah. That's what you've got to do. That's the approach you've got to take. It feels like the holiday begins at that point though, doesn't it? Like instead of being stressed about a fucking airport shit. Because I usually can't relax until I'm on the plane.
Airports at the minute are horrendous as well.
That's what I wanted to ask you. Was it any different?
Well, ours was spot on. Like, ours was so fine. Like, we flew with Ryanair, which, you know, is usually pretty dreadful. But airports at the minute are horrific. And we were panicking like fuck. We got there like 4 hours early to the point where the staff were like, you don't fly until like fucking next week. Why are you here? And we were just like, well, we've heard the rumours. Yeah. And yeah, we got there so fucking early, man. But it was sound, and we got through security in like 30 minutes, which just meant I got to eat more sausages.
Yeah, you got to get there. You got to get your money's worth. You got to get there early for them airport lounges. I don't get people who aren't fucking pumped in a situation like that. Like I was giddy, mate. I was dead happy. There was this couple sat opposite us, mate. They going to fucking Disney World. She's got Mickey Mouse ears on her head. That's how I know they're going to Disney World, and then they happen to get on the same fucking plane as us. They're sat opposite each other, cases next to them. Sat like that, obviously, because they're fucking nonsense. And just like that on the phone. Not even talking to each other. Looking around at other people. Enjoying themselves. And fucking looking at the phone. Just fuck off.
See, the thing that you've missed is actually that little girl was dying
She wasn't
That's
a little
why she was going to Disney World.
She wasn't a little girl.
It was her last wish. John Cena was taking her to Disney World with the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
But he was also being a bodyguard as well, so he was just fucking scoping out for threats.
Yeah. You couldn't see John Cena there for obvious reasons.
Oh my God.
What's up, guys? The podcast is growing and we're dead happy, but we need your help.
What we need is for you to start sending us in your most embarrassing moments, the worst things that you've ever done to yourself or someone else, and most importantly, what you want to get off your chest.
So email us in at spreadnegativitypod@gmail.com, and if it's not shit, we'll read it out in a future episode. But I've got faith in you. It'll be fine. Pause it here. Go and send us something in, and then we'll read it out. Do it.
And as always, if you could like, comment, and subscribe, give us 5-star ratings on all the platforms that'll let you do it. It just means that more people will find us, and it's a big, big help.
Like we said, the podcast is growing quicker than we expected, and we're buzzing with the support. We really are, but we want to grow bigger. If you can, please keep telling your friends about us. Drop the link to the episode into your group chats and help us spread more negativity. You're the greatest. We love you. Let's get back to the episode. Yeah, there's loads of TikTok videos about like the queues are outrageous, even just like drop your bags off and stuff. I think it's just, from what I've seen, it's just TUI and EasyJet. So we were panicking about it. Like the scaremongering got us as well. And we got to the airport like 4 hours early, but we didn't need to at all.
Why TUI and EasyJet?
Because they sacked a load of staff at the start of COVID, but they treated them so terribly, no one's reapplying, from what I can gather.
Yeah.
And by that I mean I read TikTok comments.
I think that might be. I think the pandemic has been a massive eye opener for like just normal people like us who work for companies and that, and you just think, why am I asked about being told what to do? Like I think companies are having trouble convincing people to work minimum wage and get treated like shit because you just think, well, I'm fucking.
There's so many people as well. It really fucking bothers me. Like there's so many people that are just slaves to a system that doesn't give a fuck about them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I
like
think
we'll
that's
defend
most employment.
Like, jobs to the fucking death. You know what I mean? And just be, put up with being treated like shit. And I don't understand it. Yeah. Like I'm totally on board with like minimum wage, minimum effort.
Yeah.
If you want more out of me, pay me a decent fucking wage. I don't understand.
But I think it's our generation.
And also, minimum wage can suck a fat one because it's the minimum wage that you need in order to live, which is absurd because it should be about $1,000 higher in order to live at the minute.
Yeah.
Just even before everything went up. Like I've seen people like pull it apart in with like how much things cost. It's like if your rent's £700 a month, but your minimum wage works out at £1,200 a month. So you've got 700 quid on your rent. And then you've got all your utilities and everything. Well, let's call that 200. Then your council tax, or you'll get a little reduction on that because you're a single person, whatever.
Not much.
So that's up to like 900. Then you've got a phone. That's 40 quid a month. So you need a phone to get to work.
Yeah.
And then what if you have a car? You can't have a car. You just simply can't. What if you have fucking kids? Oh, it does my fucking head in. And then everyone's always got this like idea of how people don't get me fucking started. You've got me started. Everyone just has this idea. Everyone wants the only people that say that it's livable are the people that have never had to fucking experience it. Or worse, they have experienced it and they're more than happy to watch other people fucking suffer as well.
Yeah.
Drives me fucking insane.
I got out of it, so you should get out of it. Those politicians like get a better job then.
Exactly.
Fuck off.
What's this fucking mentality where it's like, oh well, I struggled, so I want to watch everyone around me struggle as well. It's completely insane and I don't fucking understand it. You'll have people just sat there going, oh well, have you thought about, I don't know, getting a cheaper phone? And it's like, what are you talking about? The entirety of society, like you'll have a fucking phone. At the minute, if you have less than an iPhone 8, which are still fucking pretty expensive, if you have less than an iPhone 8, it'll completely shut off past a certain software update and it'll stop being usable.
Didn't Apple get taken to court because they were deliberately reducing the battery's ability on lower models, so people had fucking.
So people have to buy another one. Yeah. It does my head in because people want to tell. They've never been in that position, but they want to tell people in that position how they should live and how they should. Yeah. Fucking Jamie Oliver can suck a fat one at the minute. He's driving me fucking insane. Just
bring back Turkey Twizzlers.
It's not even that, mate. It's just I'm so sick of fucking. Where was he 2 years ago?
Probably crying into his fucking.
When there was a fucking school dinners crisis and everyone was fucking going insane about school dinners, where were you then? You want to stop people from eating fucking things that are affordable for them. You want to stop fucking. Oh, if you do 2 for £1 pizzas, that makes people fat. No, it makes people a normal fucking weight because they can only afford to eat that. You daft cunt. It drives me insane.
That's what I don't get when they're like, you should stop advertising the sugar. Do you know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't be, like, sugar taxes and shit. It doesn't stop nothing. It just puts more money in the pockets of certain people. That's all it does.
All that happens when you raise the costs of things like fucking baby formula and all that sort of stuff and nappies, it just stops people buying food that they need. Because nothing changes. If people can't afford certain things to put certain foods and they can't afford to put them on the table, it doesn't mean that they stop buying it. It means that they keep buying it, but they start buying less of other things and other essential things. And it's just,
it's just it's a vicious cycle, mate. And like you said, it starts at like the sort of the corporate level. Like, if you're going to create these jobs and make them minimum wage, how do you expect people to put everything into it? Yeah. How do you have such high expectations of people, treat them like shit, like these airline staff, and then be surprised when they leave? Yeah. Because there's better options out there.
And they're always surprised. And when you fucking break it down, in what world? I've got the bus to work because I can't afford a car. I've got the bus to work. I'm there at 8:30 in the morning after dropping my kid off at fucking at school. And then you get there, you've got all these stresses. Your kid needs new fucking school shoes that you can't afford. You need all of this stuff. You don't know what you're going to make it for tea when you get home.
Words of a non-father.
You don't know what you're going to make your little gremlin for tea when you get home.
You were Captain Empathy and then it.
The little devil. No, you don't know what you're going to make your kid when you get home from school. And then you get to work and you've got to listen to some fucking gobshite. Like, you've got to try and ring them and try and sell them something. Yeah. And you're meant to give a fuck. Do you know what I mean?
Who's using your taxes to claim expenses. Mate, this fucking Jubilee. Oh, everyone gets an extra bank holiday. Woo, an extra day off. And you're
in the middle of a cost of living crisis.
Rinsing us.
You've got a monarchy that own 12 houses and sit on golden thrones. Did you see that video on Twitter of the fucking gobshite addressing the cost of living crisis while sat, I shit you not, on a gold seat?
Unbelievable, isn't it? They're not aware.
Insane.
There's no self-awareness.
And then there's such fucking royalist shaggers that'll be like, oh, well, I've loved the Queen. I love Queenie. I love the Queen. She's great. Queen's great. I love her. I love the monarchy. Why? Oh, well, she's great for the country. Why? What's she done?
Because I watched The Crown on Netflix and it was boss.
I watched Downton Abbey. I don't fucking get it, man. It is insane.
What blows my mind the most is that we know fuck all. We are dumb fucks in the grand scheme of things. We are no one to comment on these things, really. But I can't help but feel like I know more than the people who are making the decisions.
No, they know.
I think everyone feels like that.
They don't give a fuck. Like, I fucking watching Rishi Sunak come and address the nation on the cost of living crisis and then finding out he's worth £770 million was the single most frustrating thing that I think I've ever witnessed in my life. £770 million. And make matters worse, his fucking gobshite wife was involved in some fucking scandal with PPE where her company, or a company that she's got invested in, was then bought a load of fucking PPE.
Are you going to start talking about fucking pizzas and nonsense? Are we getting queuing on it?
It's just fucking, it's so fucking annoying. But also, fun facts, like, he's worth 770 million quid, but he's also 5'6", and I don't know what do you know what I mean? Like, I'm nearly 6'4". I think I'd rather be 6'4" and skin, to be honest. Like, 5'6". Come on, man.
I'm just angry now.
Yeah, me too.
Kick his little head in. No, you had a little rant there, like, but you got anything you want to get off your chest?
I feel like I just did it.
I think you just did it too.
Yeah, poor people, scum, hate them.
Scones, boss, love them.
No, not really, man. I feel like I just did it. It's like I said, been away. It'd be weird if I had stuff to get off my chest, I suppose.
Sound,
I mean, there was a couple of cunts on the holiday that done anything. That's the thing, actually. Like, we spoke about it on another episode about like the sort of holidays we went on growing up.
Yeah.
And I said this when I got home to Beth, like, I went on some proper shit working class holidays.
Butlins? You ever been to Butlins?
No, I didn't go there, to be fair.
Don't.
Okay,
that's the only advice.
But I always went to like proper shit, like hotels and stuff, because we just didn't have a lot of money, so it was always properly working class. And the thing that is, like, they're not great by any stretch, but the thing that is nice about them is the people you meet are proper salt of the earth. You get some fucking lunatics as well, but that's all part of the fun. But like the people you meet, and like we're going to sort of nicer hotels now, and the people you meet there are just obnoxious, middle class, fucking gobshites, and it drove me insane. I nearly punched a 70-year-old man.
Sorry.
I really did.
Why?
Because I was queuing up for me fucking sausages, right?
Is that all you ate?
Yeah, nothing but sausage.
Going to Spain with chorizo. Did you try and like any of the local cuisine, or just literally fucking Richmond's and that?
It's just, I was all inclusive, so you just.
I know I'm sat here, but I've got cramp.
Okay. Have you got cramp from sitting down?
Yep, it's in my fat. I'm just trying to squeeze out some cramp. Take the camera off me. You start speaking.
Okay, good.
Never had cramp when driving, and you're like, fuck.
No?
I have, yeah.
No.
I've had cramp when driving. That could have killed me.
Okay, good.
I'm like frozen like that, thinking I'm literally nearly home. Just get home. I want to jump out the car and just stretch it off. I was in the other side now.
Just see you on the hard shoulder. Like
I pulled my toes back. We can't fucking reach them.
Yeah, there's just like you say, there's
you nearly punched a pensioner.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah. Just a fucking gobshite. I was queuing up for me sausages, and he just cut in front of me, and I went like there was a queue as well. Like it was a proper.
Show you his bus pass.
I'd have fucking let him if he did that. That'd have been sick, to be fair. That would have got you in front of me. That would have given you a pass to get in front every night. No, I just spent 5 minutes queuing, and he just comes and gets in front. And I just sort of went, all right, no worries. And he went, it's my second plate. As if that
gives
was
you less of a right. You fucking gimp.
As if like I queued the first time. You don't queue a second. I was just like, but like, to be fair to him, it fucking worked. It shut me down because I went, all right, fair enough. Because I didn't understand, like.
But then were you fuming at yourself
is
for
it a rule? Like, is it a rule in the hotel that you don't queue for your second plate? He said it so confidently. Oh, it's my second plate. That I was like, oh fucking hell, I'm the dickhead. No worries.
I've queued once. What an absolute fucking. Oh,
he's just going back for some small seconds, wasn't he? So he didn't want to queue for it. But I was just like, all right.
There's entitlement at that age, though, and rightly so, because you've lived long and you haven't got time to be wasting queuing for sausages, have you?
Right, but I agree. But I also think that a 25-year-old should be able to punt kick you in your nose. Like that's, do you know what I mean? Yeah. If you've got the privilege of that, then I should be able to have the privilege of punching you.
Deal with the repercussions, soft lad.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. That's the problem with the world today. No one deals with the repercussions.
That's it. I did a great gig the other day. I say a great gig. It was fucking horrendous. But I would like to talk about it.
Yeah,
you asked if you've got anything I want to get off my chest. I've just remembered. I did a gig the other day. And I'll preface this by saying, as we know, I'm anything but a knob. Right? As we've learned and discovered.
It's fucking cramp, lad. I'm not even joking. I'm fucking stretching out. Is this the end of the podcast? It's just going to be me fucking contorting to stretch out fucking cramp. It's because my sides are literally split and you're just that funny, babes. Fucking hell. Fuck, am I done? Am I just dead? Tell us about your gig, sorry, lad. I am listening.
I feel sick.
I really want to stand up. Go on.
You fine? None of this is being cut at all. Oh, that's just that. Oh no. Oh no. Of course it is. Oh, it's terrible. That's made me feel
like a Latino prostitute.
What makes you Latino? You're not into the mic. No one can hear you. Lift the mic up. At least, a bit of continuity.
Go on, lad. What's the gig?
This is so pathetic. Are you all right?
I don't think so. Go on.
None of that's being cut.
Whatever. Mate, that emo picture's gone in my street creds.
So I did a gig the other day, and it was in some dreadful pub in the middle of, it was in York. It wasn't in York. It was in Helmsley.
Did they take proper offence?
Yeah.
It's not. Did you get interrupted mid-set?
Yeah. It's a YO postcode. Get a fucking life. You know what I mean? Anyway, so I've gone on stage, and it was one of them where it's just like there was just the oldest people in the world were in that room. Like
in the whole world,
the whole entire world, just yeah, and it was just awful. Like as we're about to go on, we can just see it's going to be horrendous. MC goes up and does a good job of getting them all excited and stuff. And I say excited, just like they made a noise,
conscious.
Yeah. And I went up And I've never died and smashed a gig so hard at the same time. Like there was people there that they'd have paid me to fuck off.
Yeah.
And there's people that would have paid me to stay. Like
really,
it was unreal, right? The reason I bring it up, about 3 minutes in, and it's going all right. I'm doing well. It was the same night as the Champions League final. So there's
already it's doomed.
Yeah. So the guy running the gig got the tellies turned off. The guy some of the people that were there didn't know that there was comedy happening, and they came into the pub for the football. But do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, so they were fuming and just straight from the start did not want to enjoy the fucking show. So that was like, we sort of played to the people that were into it.
They could have left.
Well, this is it. But they had a drink, and it was just. I said that when I was on stage because they were just being
you could have fucked off. Yeah, no wonder you divided the room.
Well, I'll get to that because I hate him. Anyway, about 2 or 3 minutes into set, it's going pretty well. I'm having a good one, and I feel like I'm getting good at playing those sort of rough around the edges rooms now. I think we've done.
I enjoy them.
I do
in a weird way. It's different, isn't it?
And out of nowhere, there's a woman right at the front, and she starts doing this with her phone. She's like this. She's doing like this. And I said to her, I stopped and was like, "Are you taking a picture of me or yourself?"
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, like that, dead coy. And I went, I mean, it's fine. You make it. Why are you being weird? Do you know what I mean? Like, you're making it. What's going on here? And she was like, we were taking a selfie, and I was like, the gig started 20 minutes late. Is there no better time to do that? Like, because I'm busy as fuck right now. And she's like, sorry. It's my neighbour. And I was like, that doesn't explain fuck all. I'll be honest. Like, what? Anyway, don't worry about it. And she just sort of like sat there because I could tell that she was like feeling dead awkward and insecure. It was just really weird. And I moved on, and it was just, again, I was having a good gig and we were having a laugh and stuff. And I started asking, because I said that I've just bought a house, and I was like, "Are you neighbours? Have you just met? Have you been neighbours and stuff?" And out of nowhere, she just gets up, I'm not kidding, starts crying and leaves the venue. And I was like, oh, what's happened there?
I have the effect on women.
Yeah, well, I made that joke. Yeah, the boys.
So my brain went in.
Yeah.
Just say the boys.
Yeah. I was just like, what the fuck's going on there? 4 minutes earlier, I'd called a woman at the front Miss Trunchbull. Do you know what I mean? And she had a great laugh about it. So I was like, what have I said to you that was so bad that you had to get up? Miss Trunchbull gets up and goes and speaks to that woman outside. And then she comes in a few minutes later. I just carried on the gig. Didn't think anything of it, whatever. And then she comes in and I was like, so what's happened there? Then she's gone home. You made her upset. And the woman at the back of the room just went, what? Like that. I was like, I didn't fucking say anything. And I was like, sort of questioned myself, like, did I? Did I say something?
I would start that as
like, well. I turned to the crowd and was like, was I a dick? And she was like, well, everyone was just like, no. Like, no one could work out what was up with her. And then this fucking old guy next to me on the left and was like, well, I thought you were very rude, actually. And then other people at the back of the room were like, what did he say? Because I swear to God, I didn't say anything because she showed that she was like a little bit fucking...
You put yourself on trial there.
Yeah.
You had half the fucking jury defending you. The other jury wanting to put you down.
Fucking very Amber Heard of me.
Did you do a shit on the stage?
Yeah. Fucking did, yeah. Fucking do that at most venues. But I just I've properly second guessed everything. And I know for a fact, I've listened back to it, but I knew for a fact in the moment I didn't do anything wrong, mainly because I could see how awkward she was immediately. And I was like, no, it's fine. Like, if you want to take a picture, like, it's fine. Let's just do it after the show, if you don't mind. I'm like, what? It's all good. And then just like moved on because I could see she was a bit fucking...
like a deer in headlights as soon as you brought the...
And then I just turned to the guy and was like, what's up with you? Do you know what I mean? And he was just a fucking penis, right? He was just an absolute bellwith. And he was the one that wanted to watch the footy.
Of course he is,
and he dropped a load of money at one point. And I was like, I feel like I'm busking now. He just dropped loads of coins around me. And he just goes, pick that up. And I went, you what? And he goes, pick that up. Because he was so old, he couldn't do it. And I just went, who the fuck are you speaking to, you cheeky cunt?
Like your
I was, mate, it proper. That's the only time that I think I do all right and not getting wound up on stage, like with hecklers and stuff. That I genuinely like seeing my ass. I was so fucking annoyed. And I had loads more I wanted to say about how I stayed inside for 2 years to protect that old cunt. But there was so many old people in the crowd. I was like, I don't think I can really go that way.